So this is our fruit tree orchard, and I'm gonna show you each tree that we planted. Right next to me, that's our olive tree, a little tiny guy, but you can see here is sort of light green leaves, so it's found its feet. Maybe we put them in 2 months ago, I think, thereabouts. And these will produce, I think, green olives. Then you can see this one is another olive. This says it right here, that's the purple olive. Kalamata it's called. And he's also pretty light green, that's the little bit he's grown so far. And this little tiny tree, I think that's almost my favorite. It's like really small. It's originally from Brazil. It's called jaboticaba, and it's pretty awesome. It makes little fruit on the stem, but it is a very slow producing and slow growing tree, so we might have to wait for 20 years, who knows. This little stick right here is literally just a stick so far. We've put that in maybe a month ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. And it is a plum mariposa. It makes purple plums and dark red inside. So let's hope in spring it's gonna grow a bit bigger. Next to me is another stick. This is our fig tree, and it just lost all his leaves. He looked so healthy, but I think he lost his leaves because it's winter now, so fingers crossed that it's gonna come back, but I think so, because here it has a little tiny sprout or flower or whatever it is. This little guy is our apricot tree. This I know that it's growing or that it's alive because it has little sprouts on it. There we go. So he's the same age as our plum, also just maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks old. Wow, you can hear the wind, it's really windy today. It's blowing at these old gum trees, very noisy. But here we are next to our pear tree, which has actually grown, I would say. This we've put in maybe 4 months ago. Yeah, it was just after summer, I think. He's pretty good, thick stem. And yeah, he also has little buds, so hopefully he's gonna give us some pear maybe. And this little guy is our wood dog, our alien dog, protecting our trees. Hello, mate. And this one is a yellow cherry guava. He was also maybe half the size. One of our first trees or bushes. It's actually not really a tree, it's going to be more like a small tree, more bushy. Was the tree that we put in pretty much the first, one of the first. And I'm going to show you the other tree as well. The other cherry guava has red cherries on it, and this one has yellow cherries on it. I'm standing in front of a quite big macadamia tree. It has obviously been on this land before us, or put in before us. We've got quite a bit of macadamia trees, quite a few. I think all that are producing, I think it's 4. So this one is one of the small ones. But yeah, it's produced a little bit of fruit. Had a few nuts of him, but not as well as the other ones that I'm gonna show you later. This tree right here, this is an orange tree. We've had a few oranges, but it hasn't been trimmed back for a while, so it didn't produce as well, I don't think. So you can see on the bottom here, we pruned quite a bit. Hopefully it has more airflow now and can produce more oranges for this year. This one is another orange tree that has barely produced any fruit. So we've also cut quite a bit off and gave him a bit more airflow, and yeah. This one is our little coffee tree. I don't even like coffee, but Max does, so I call it our ornamental coffee tree. Yeah, that's how small he is. He's also been put in, same as cherry guava, so maybe 4 months ago. This is our little bush apple. This grows native in Australia. So we thought we're going to put him in, and hopefully it's going to grow some, black apples. I've never tried them, but I'm very excited to try one day. And same as the bush apple, macadamias is also native to Australia, so that's why we got so many. It grows really well. This is our nectarine gold mine tree. Also put in maybe 4 months ago. Right in front of me, there we've got the most exciting tree at this time of the year. He has actually already realized that it is spring now. So he made lots of little buds. Oh, pretty. We've had one edible peach from that tree just when we arrived. And yeah, it was delicious, but just one. The other ones were, I think we picked them too early, or they didn't really get that right, but one was good. So hopefully now it's got that many flowers on it, I'm hopeful that a few of these make a nice peach, because I love peaches. So now I've got the whole fruit tree orchard behind me. That's our piece of land, and I'm gonna show you a few more trees near our house, so closer to our house. Let me take you there. So this right over there is a banana. You can barely see it, but this is gonna be our banana island. That's our dream, that we could get lots of bananas on this island, because it's surrounded by water. It's also flood prone, so that wouldn't be that good for the banana, but we will see how it's gonna work out. Here we've got some more bananas and papaya. I'll show you close up. This banana I think is our healthiest so far. Hasn't been in the ground for very long. I think it has been 1 or 2 weeks. Yeah, so far I think it looks good. It's I think just Cavendish banana. Right on the left here we got a little tiny banana. This is ladyfinger banana, and he looks so la, not that great, but also not dead yet. We bought him online because we couldn't find any bananas for such a long time. So if you guys know where to get bananas, please let us know. We would love to get more. Right next to it is the papaya. Also put in maybe 6 months ago, 5 months ago. He's also starting to lose his leaves. I hope he's going to come back once it's a bit warmer. And right next to that we got the last banana. This is our red Dhaka banana. You can see it on the stem there, it's a bit more red. And this right behind me, that's the red cherry guava, as I was talking before. That's the same as the other little one that we have, but it's red cherries on it, red cherry guava, instead of the yellow cherry guavas. And I really love that tree. Like, it's sort of, I guess you could say it's a small tree. I'm not sure if it was wild already, if it's a wild one or if someone before us put it here, but it produces really nice fruit. Let me find a good one. Maybe this one, sort of quite dark. It's quite delicious. Very juicy. A little bit sour. But as long as they're quite dark, they're really quite fruity, delicious, and I love them. Also really nice, this tree produces twice a year, if not 3 times. Not actually that sure, but so far since we've been here for 8 months, it's produced already twice, and now it's really nice and full again. You just have to be careful that you take the fruit first before the bats. The bats absolutely love them. This tree behind me is mulberry tree. It is amazing. It was pretty much dead. It didn't have any green growth, fresh growth on it at all. It was basically looked like this all over, like the stem. Quite a bit of moss and stuff on it. It didn't look healthy. I thought it was dead, to be honest. Max has cut a few trees around the place. So over here was one, and like right there. So it's really, yeah, made the area much fresher, and he has more light now. And yeah, so now he's green as you can see. That's just been like 2 months. It's amazing. Yeah, now it even has little buds on it. Here are the little mulberry buds. And yeah, I'm pretty hopeful that they're gonna get there and we have a few mulberries. Now we've arrived at our biggest trees that we own. This is the biggest macadamia tree I've ever seen. It has so many fruit on it, or not anymore rather, but we collected them all and yeah, it was pretty good. They're yummy. And right behind it is another one, so it's sort of 2 trees. Then right on the left there, on top of the chook shed, if you can see it, just you can see an orange tree. There we go, now you can see the oranges. They're fairly difficult to get because they're this high up. But Max usually climbs on the chook shed and gets them. And this is one maca that is that big, and right next to it is the other big tree. And when the big maca trees are probably too old, then hopefully these two take over. They're little macadamia tree. I mean, it's already big if you look at what we planted over in the fruit orchard. This is our little dragon fruit that we bought as well from the internet. And we have the hopes that it's going to grow all the way up there. And once it arrived at the top, it hopefully makes some arms and supplies us with lots of fruit. This pomegranate has lost all its leaves, but it supplied us with about 4 pomegranates. They were very sour, so not the best. Maybe we didn't let them on for long enough, I don't know. We will see next year. Right below that, there is a little mango tree. We've grown them from seed. This is our other mango tree. He has been on the property for a while, I guess, but no fruit so far. Our dwarf mandarin tree. It has supplied us with 1 mandarin. This behind me is our guava tree. This produces about fruit this size, so bigger, a lot bigger than the cherry guava. This was our best producer for sure. We still actually got the fruit frozen in the freezer. It's great to make smoothies. This is our second dragon fruit. I can't remember which one it is, but one of them is, I think, the white skin inside, and the other one has red skin inside. But this is a lot bigger and it looks a bit healthier than the other, but I hope they're both gonna make it. He has space to grow up that post and then hopefully makes arms and produces his fruit. Right down below there is an avocado tree. He's just been put in maybe 3 weeks ago, so he doesn't look that great, but he's already got new leaves on top here. This was our fruit tree tour, and I hope you guys liked it. Kai and I would love you to push the like button, subscribe if you haven't. I'll see you next Sunday. Bye. Nice tree.